Welcome to Brainerrs Overseas Admissions Podcast. I'm your host Vijay, and it is going to be about inspirations and real stories. And to present that, we have got three amazing students who have achieved their dream of studying abroad with a little help from Brainerrs. Let's welcome our guests today, Mr. Kushan Kapoor, Ms. Mansi Arora, Mr. Parikshit Sharma. How are you guys?
Fine. I'll be feeling a little nervous, and it's a new thing. And
Nervous होने की क्या बात है यार? It's just about your story
yeah,
and about your what you are going to study, right? So
Yeah.
so Mansi, how are you?
I am good, thank you. Feeling a little nervous in front of the cameras, but
Yeah,
it's
I
easy
can
to talk to
understand
you
that.
as always.
So Kushan, what's about you?
All good.
Good.
Obviously, first time है तो
Okay.
nervousness तो है, but then
So
let's see.
let's just discuss about who you are
Mm.
and related questions like how did you find Brainerrs
Mhm.
and why did you choose to study abroad. So let's talk about your journey first. Okay. Where are you from and what are you going to study? Kushan, please.
I'm from Delhi,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm studying cybersecurity from the University of Limerick in Ireland.
So you'll be studying cybersecurity in
Yeah.
Limerick, right? Ireland.
Cybersecurity.
So can I have the small glimpse about your previous background, like before joining Limerick? What were you doing?
So from the start, or should I?
Yeah.
All right. So during my college time, I joined a startup called Hobbit. I think Parikshit knows very well which.
yeah. We met there.
Okay.
We met there, right? Yeah. So my professional journey started from Hobbit, right? And then I think it was just a learning experience for me.
Okay. So Hobbit, like what exactly this company is into?
So Hobbit was into teaching courses
Mm-hmm.
and doing live workshops of fitness and different things,
Okay.
cooking and everything else, gardening, for example.
Okay.
So we were making the application for them.
Okay.
So since I was in college, obviously, it was like a learning experience for me
Okay.
because I was trying to learn different things, get into like my own degree, like computer science, right? So that was there. After Hobbit, I interned at a company, Ringover.
Ringover.
Yeah, it's a remote company.
Okay.
Like I did remotely
Okay.
in there. So it's a company in France. It's in telecommunications.
Okay.
So I worked there for, I think, briefly for, I think, 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And then I joined Kazam.
Kazam.
And I've been with Kazam since more than 3 years now.
Okay.
And I resigned
You
last.
resigned.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
resigned.
you resigned.
Yeah, I resigned last month.
Okay. Okay. So Mansi, what about you?
So I've completed my graduation in BCom honors from
Mhm.
MDU, and after that I've worked in British Telecom for my first company was British Telecom.
So British Telecom was your first company to start off your
Yes.
career, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in Gurgaon, and there I worked on the commercial finance side. And after that, I switched to KPMG Global Services. So
Okay.
I've been working there for around 2.5 years now.
So what is your post in KPMG? I mean, what was your post maybe? When,
Uh,
I don't know.
I
Did you resign?
Yes, I have
Okay.
resigned. I am on
Okay.
notice period right now, so
Okay.
a few more days to go. But there I'm working as an associate consultant.
शर्मा जी आप बताइए.
So, मैं और कुशान we share most of our journey.
Almost.
हम same college से हैं. Same companies में हमने switch किया है. It's been a coincidence. But before Hobbit, I was into IoT hackathons में जाता था मैं.
Mhm.
And I used to compete. I used to go to Hyderabad for international level hackathons. I was mostly into hardware stuff. Software was never my thing.
Impressing, man.
And it was, I think, near pre-COVID period when I met the founders of Hobbit. I started as a web developer there.
Okay.
And eventually I met Kushan and हमने पहली बार mobile app बनाया. And that was my first
Okay.
real world mobile application.
So did you name that mobile application?
It was Hobbit.
Hobbit only.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And I think we made 4 or 5 iterations.
Hmm.
And उसी से चमका and eventually interest आ गया mobile application.
यार मेरे को
में.
प्राउड फील कर रहा है कसम से मैंने ऐसे लोगों को मैंने लिंक में भेज रहा हूँ. It's like a proud moment for Brainerrs Overseas Admissions to send the students like you. It's great pleasure for us to have you as our students Okay, so let's come to the next question. Why did you want to go abroad? I mean, you could have studied in India, right? Why did you choose to?
Already we have spent around 3.5 years in Silicon Valley of India, Bangalore,
Okay.
and being there, and because हम tech background से हैं, तो things are changing rapidly there,
Yeah, I understand.
and I felt a need to upskill myself. So I'm going for masters in artificial intelligence and computer vision, and right now I feel the need to be in the AI race. It's very much required to do so. Being abroad, meeting new peers in the technology field. See, I feel all the research in all the developed countries are university driven. Things are made in the university and then applied in the industry, which is the thing which clicked ki chalo karte hain ye. And I think that was the major motivation for me to get more exposure and being able to meet people from across the globe.
Exactly, cross-functional knowledge. I can understand. Plus the practicality they bring in the course, which is which is definitely unmatchable with the like curriculum that we Indian universities follow, right? Do you agree with that?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Mansi. what
Yeah,
is
so
your
I
point?
think all of our answers are pretty similar
Yeah.
in that manner. I am going for an MSc finance course, so I'm going to
Which
Dublin,
university are you going?
Dublin City
Dublin
University.
City University. Okay.
Yes, and the reason that I chose my university and my college there is because my course, although it's a finance course, it is related to the technical side as well. As Parikshit said, AI is constantly among us, और अभी हमें catch up भी करने की ज़रूरत है बहुत ज़्यादा.
Catch up करना तो बहुत जरूरी है.
हाँ, तो मेरे कोर्स में फाइनेंस भी है, टेक भी है, तो इट्स अ गुड कॉम्बिनेशन जो मुझे लगा, एंड सो आई एम गोइंग
So
फॉर इट
Kushan, I hope आपका similar नहीं होगा.
Almost similar. One
Okay.
thing is that why I chose Ireland was because Ireland is also the tech hub of the industry.
Mhm.
So all the European big giants, Microsoft, Google, they have their offices there, mostly in Dublin.
Do you know why most of the Indians are shifting to Ireland these days? I told you once when you came for counseling session with me one-on-one. Do you remember that?
I think
The
European
job
Union-
market,
The job
the
market.
relaxation the government is giving to the
Yeah.
MNCs.
Hmm.
Why most of the MNCs are setting up their
Headquarters there.
European head office in Dublin
Hmm.
because of the job market.
Hmm.
Do you
Hmm.
agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did your homework. right?
Yes.
Okay.
We did.
Okay, I think this is fair enough. Let's talk about the support that you get from Brainerrs. Okay, so we are talking about how did you get through the process and got the admit from Limerick and ECU, right?
Mhm.
So the first question is, what made you choose Brainerrs? Be honest.
Hmm.
So my journey, I think, has been the longest one.
Okay.
Honestly, I came across Brainerrs. My father was, surfing. He was searching for some good people who can help us for my study abroad thing,
Mhm.
and that is how I came across. I met you,
Mhm.
and since then it has been a tremendous journey. Well, I will be very frank. The level of patience you have, especially
Very
with
true.
me,
Yeah.
मतलब I got admitted. आपने मुझे पहले भी help किया था, and I
You got the admit from many universities in
Yes.
USA and UK.
Yeah.
And Ireland maybe also you got admit from 3 universities and you
Yes.
chose Limerick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I delayed it for 2 years, nearly 2 to 3 years. I
1 year,
delayed
8 months.
it. 8 months.
He's
I
counting.
remember.
So not only that, you helped me select the right universities, the selection of universities which are right for my profile. आपने मुझे बताया कि if you are into tech, go into this university. This is more suitable for profile. You stepped out of the way to help us, and that is very very, I would say it's very good. इतना कोई भी आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स नहीं जाता किसी के लिए. आप बहुत पर्सनली लेकर के एप्लीकेशंस को लेते हो, and that is a thing. I feel lucky कि I came across Brainerrs.
Thank you so much. So Mansi, what is your point?
आई वुड से कॉन्स्टेंटली आपने बहुत हमें चेस किया है और चेक इन किया है, जो बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी भी था.
That because I was into sales long back. Yeah.
हाँ, तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी था,
Yeah.
कॉन्स्टेंटली कोई बोलता रहे कि हाँ ये कर लो, एंड जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऐसा था कि मे बी रिक्वायर्ड होगा वो भी करके रखो, सब कुछ ऑलरेडी रेडी रखो कि कभी भी कुछ भी रिक्वायर्ड हो सकता है। तो आपने सब कुछ हमें बता के रखा था स्टार्टिंग से ही कि क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं और क्या लगेगा, सो वी वर वेल प्रिपेयर्ड, फेल्ट वेल प्रिपेयर्ड आल्सो।
Thank you so much, Kushan.
Brainers, so I found out via Parikshit, right?
Okay. Oh, that's all.
But one thing that I think is ki it's not like it is professional, but it's more personal, I think, with you.
Okay.
Kyunki I used to text you at very odd times and even call you like छोटी छोटी चीज़ों के लिए कि इसमें डाउट आ रहा है, इसमें इशू आ रहा है, तो थोड़ी हेल्प कर दो, and you were like always there to help, always pick the calls, even if you were like in a meeting you will say like, okay, I'll call you 5 minutes.
Hey, you work with startup and you know how founders are working, right? They're ready even in the midnight. Same is with me. Okay, let's come to the next question. What part of the process helped you the most? Parikshit.
Especially the patience you have. Anyone would have given up on me. ये तो नहीं जाएगा, ये पागल बना रहा है।
2 साल के बाद
Also, university selection was one part. Visa process, you helped us, मतलब you helped me choose each and every document कि ये यहाँ पे affidavit में ये चीज़ होना चाहिए. You were there on every step, every correction, every small thing. You personally, went through it. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में करेक्शन कराया. That was, वीजा से पहले, वीजा के बाद, you were there. That was it made me feel safe, it made me feel confident. During the interview also, I was so well prepared because you had our back.
Good, thank you so much. You?
हाँ, आई थिंक सब चीज़ आपने बहुत क्लियरली हमें ऑलरेडी प्रेप कर रखा था हर चीज़ के लिए, तो हमें पता था कि क्या आने वाला है।
You knew कि अब क्या होने वाला है, अब क्या होने वाला है.
Next step
Because,
हमें
I already
पता था।
conveyed to you, ना.
आप हमसे ahead थे. You were only 2 step ahead from us.
Always.
Kushan, do you have
almost the
anything to add?
same ही, but
Okay.
mostly visa के process में like you really help.
Any
क्योंकि-
moment where you felt we had your back? Any moment?
Every moment.
Not
Not
any
lying.
specific जो बहुत ऐसा लगा कि हाँ ये था जो बच गया इसमें, ऐसा कुछ.
वीजा के डॉक्यूमेंट्स प्रिपेयर करने टाइम पे अगर वो मैं कर रहा होता तो मैं गलती कर देता. मतलब बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, मेरे को पता नहीं था कि इट वाज सच अ कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसीजर एंड यू मेड इट सो सिंपल फॉर मी. यू ऑलरेडी हैड कि पहले ये वाला डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए, जब तक वो अरेंज कर रहे हैं यू न्यू कि अगला ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स अरेंज करना शुरू कर दो. सो हमें एक स्ट्रेट पाथ मिल गया टू एक्ट ऑन. So
Mansi, your point, please.
आई वुड से कॉलेज शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग, बिकॉज मेरा जो कोर्स है MS फाइनेंस वो सारे कॉलेजेस में है ऑलमोस्ट. तो अगर मैं अपने आप सर्च कर रही थी तो मुझे सब कॉलेजेस अवेलेबल लिख रहे थे मेरे कोर्स के लिए. बट आपने
I think you got admit from 4 universities, right? All universities you got the
almost,
admit, but you chose the DCU.
thanks to your help.
That's a good choice. Kushan?
मेरा तो I think major वही था कि when I took the loan, right? तो उसमें they delayed so much to get the insurance policy and everything. Even when I told them my visa appointment is 1 day earlier. So at that point I was like, what to do? So I called you. You said कि I can.
I still remember you boarded from Bangalore.
I boarded from Bangalore at 11.
Before landing, I got your insurance.
I was like, please just coordinate with my dad.
Yeah.
करा दो insurance, हो जाएगा.
So it was very fast.
And
in
in
his
insurance,
case, in his case, I got the insurance policy within 1.5 hours.
oh.
और इनकी इंश्योरेंस मेरे उस वाली पॉलिसी से पहले आ गई, वो मेरी रात में आई है.
Okay. So now we are talking about the results. Okay. We already know which university you are heading to and how does it feel now. Now how does it feel now? When are you flying and did you book your ticket?
I did.
Okay. Mansi, you?
I did, yes.
Kushan?
Not yet, still waiting.
Okay. So just a little advice to our listeners. Okay. So I want you to give the advice to our listeners जो हमको सुन रहे हैं उनको like spread करना message. If someone is thinking about studying abroad but feels stuck, what would you say to them?
It is difficult to come out of your comfort zone any day. But if you are willing to work for it, for your future, I would say go for it. Starting में difficult होगा, डर लगेगा. क्या पता आप वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हो, उस टाइम पे यू माइट थिंक आई हैव अ स्टडी इनकम, ये सब छोड़ के जाना सही है नहीं है, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट यस सही है, बिकॉज ग्रोथ इज हार्ड and
Exactly.
you
I,
have to work for it.
yeah. Yeah, Mansi.
I would also say, मतलब very similar. If you have a good consultant like yourself, it makes things easier, definitely. हाँ, तो start करना बहुत मुश्किल है कहीं से, अगर आपको अपना comfort zone से बाहर जाना है, अगर आप इतना बड़ा move step लेने वाले हो, तो आपके दिमाग में ही पहले बहुत सारी चीजें आने लग जाती हैं, what if ये, what if वो. So it's good to have someone जिसको पता है सारे what ifs के बारे में, and then someone who can guide you properly is a very important step of the journey.
Kushan.
like consultancy
कोई
तो
अटक
like
गया, हमको like जाना है but he is stuck.
I think they like you guys would need someone to like actually guide you.
Okay.
So I think Brainerrs is the first recommendation I'll give to anyone. And the second thing I think I'll give the advice is just take one step at a time. Just take
Exactly.
baby steps. एक करोगे दूसरा अपने आप हो जाएगा. Just keep going with the flow.
Don't get confused. with
Don't
the
get
process.
confused.
Go step by step.
Step by step. Yeah.
Exactly. So just to add something into what you have already said. With the right sort of guidance, overseas education is not just a dream. It is achievable, right?
It is
Definitely.
achievable.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have done it, almost there.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be our final question. If you had to describe Brainerrs in one word or maybe sentence, what would it be? We are starting with Kushan this time.
I think excellence and patience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say intuitive, like you already know कि
हाँ,
क्या होने वाला है
that
अगला, so
also.
very intuitive.
You, Parikshit.
Helpful, dedicated, patience, and always one step ahead from us. We as a student are in a panic. No matter who we are, we panic, and you are there, and that feels as comforting.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because obviously there's like a big like decision to take. So obviously some help is really needed. And
Yeah, understand.
I would say after even for our normal education, if we leave our home city, it is difficult as a child. We are in that age, early 20s. Now, after doing your bachelor's, after getting into industry, being there for 3.5 years, leaving that, it's not an easy choice.
Yeah.
And it's scary, but I will say it was very comforting and easy for me because of you made it a very smooth journey.
Thank you so much.
हाँ, and although आपने सारी shortlisting कर दी थी, पर आपने हमें तब भी push किया कि खुद की research भी करो, खुद भी search करके रखो, वो हमारे confidence के लिए भी बहुत important था.
Exactly.
कि हमने
You
खुद
knew
भी
मैं
सब
क्यों कर
कुछ,
रहा हूँ वो.
हाँ.
That's pretty impressive for me.
Yeah.
So this question is exclusively for Kushan and Parikshit. If you could change one thing about your school or education system, what would it be?
I feel I wanted to be more practical focused. Theory ज़्यादा पढ़ते हैं हम लोग, and practical learning I personally feel कि helps me understand things much better. Rectification को हटा करके understanding assignment based, task based concept के जा सकते हैं. I think that is the first thing जो बहुत help करेगी हमारे को, which should be there. I think which definitely should be there.
And I think इसमें not just focusing on the academics, but I think overall एक बच्चे का personality, they should like allow them to develop like खुद उभर के आए वो
Okay.
बच्चे का.
हाँ,
And
मतलब-
then also one more thing, course I think काफी somehow like computer science में तो it's outdated most of the schools, because अभी भी Turbo C में coding कर रहे हैं. And now we have Visual Studio, I think 2017 जो majorly हर बंदा use कर रहा है, which should be there.
So I mean, if I ask you to connect your explanation with overseas education, I mean studying abroad, so how would you do that?
See, how things are abroad are कि you are not set to certain examinations. You are given certain tasks, certain assignments. If you excel in those, you are scored on those basis. जो बहुत ज़रूरी है। मैंने जो किया, मेरे पास सारे रिसोर्सेज थे, मैंने पढ़ाई करी एंड आई यूज्ड ऑल ऑफ माय नॉलेज, पुट माय एफर्ट, वेंट आउट ऑफ द वे एंड कंप्लीटेड असाइनमेंट। दैट शोज कि मेरे को कितनी नॉलेज है उस स्पेसिफिक सब्जेक्ट या चैप्टर के बारे में, रादर देन कि मैंने बुक खोली, रात भर याद किया, सुबह जाके पेपर में लिख दिया और अगले दिन
भूल
भूल
गए
गया।
फिर।
आप बताओ ना कौन ज्यादा
Yeah,
अच्छा इंडस्ट्री वाला
I
बना
totally agree and I totally buy your point. Do you have something to add?
What else can
I feel we are from same college
Okay.
and we did computer science, BTech in computer science. हम लोग आज की डेट में मोबाइल डेवलपर्स हैं. We develop mobile apps for, I think we have developed a lot of apps.
a lot of apps?
But none of it came from our college. I'm really sad to say this, but हमें नहीं
हाँ,
सिखाया
that
गया.
is there. Like 4 साल हमने पढ़ा, but then everything that we are doing right now in our
So
industry,
whatever you learned out of practicality
Yes,
right?
completely
out of
hands-on.
practicality and by ourselves.
yourself, and while you were you were almost done with your BTech and started
Yeah.
हाँ,
intern.
they
I mean,
used
working.
to make us write codes on paper. Why?
Which is not practical at all.
Why?
Yeah, it's totally not practical.
You can't learn. आपको सिंटेक्स आने चाहिए, आपके लॉजिक क्लियर होने चाहिए. सी, अगर मैं लॉजिकली सही सोच रहा हूँ तो फिर मैं किसी भी लैंग्वेज में लिख सकता हूँ, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. बट यू हेल्प अस ग्रो द लॉजिक, नॉट लर्न इट एंड देन राइट इट इन अ पेपर. उससे मैं अच्छा इंजीनियर नहीं बनूंगा ना.
So I mean, if I have to connect this point with studying abroad, in outside India, so you see the practicality, they focus on practicality more rather than
More on practicality,
yeah.
rather than like ratification.
Yeah, they
क्वालिटी
avoid
ऑफ
ratification.
एजुकेशन, मतलब जो बच्चा पढ़ के निकल रहा है वो कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा इंडस्ट्री में टू द बेटरमेंट.
Okay.
ना कि मतलब आई थिंक अगर आप रट के निकल रहे हो तो आप कुछ साल के लिए लाइबिलिटी हो. आप थोड़ी देर के में, इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रांग वर्ड, आई एम सॉरी, बट आप यू इंडस्ट्री इज पेइंग यू टू लर्न.
Okay.
Whereas जब आप किसी you study abroad, you come from a university, you are a very polished product because you have been through the hard work. You have worked on certain things, you have acquired real skills which really matters. So I think that adds a value. ना not only time भी save होता है, resources save होते हैं.
But I would add one thing. See, in India, universities are trying their best to bring in the practicality. It's not about it's not the fault of the Indian university. It's fault about the students who are studying here. So those who are planning to study abroad, they already bring in the practicality in their real life scenario. That is the reason they chose to go abroad and study, right? Indian universities are not forcing you to do ratification. First of all, if you really want to do bring in the practicality in your learning, you have to like put your own efforts. Why are you expecting universities are going to force you to do the practical things?
Because I think
Why can't you do it?
Because I
Right?
think since the start school, from the time we did our schooling,
Yeah.
वो हमारे में I think inbred है कि like school will help us with
See,
things.
just
as we move out to college,
I
वो
totally-
हट जाता है बिल्कुल.
I totally understand that. See, I have my niece, right? She's in class 6th. So I see her, getting involved in practical learning rather than theoretical. So now the structure of education system of India is, changing day by day. So it's just you have to have that zeal in you to do the practical things rather being into the theory part. Okay. Although it is it has to be there, like your school or your university should be focusing on practical more, but at the same time the student has to be
I think that is
he has to have the zeal. He has to have the zeal to do the practical things, right?
I agree. See, the thing is, there are many factors which play roles. India is a developing country. We have a lot of population, and we are in the right direction. I think when we were doing our schooling and we were in the university, things were different. Now things are evolving. You're correct. But those were the factors which we feel pulled us back.
Maybe that time the structure or the ecosystem of the study was different, but it is changing now.
We
I
do
think which is good.
have a lot of like we got a lot of opportunities from our university where we did our bachelor's.
But one thing I would like to add to this is कि those opportunities, I think the person or the student had to like approach or find out by themselves. Like for me, like how Parikshit used to attend hackathons and everything, I had no idea about it
Chalo.
till like second year.
So next question, what's the one thing that you have learned outside of the classroom that changed your perspective?
आई थिंक आई विल स्टार्ट मेरी जॉब में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ जो मैंने ऑफिस स्टार्ट करने के बाद सीखी इज़ स्टेक होल्डर मैनेजमेंट मतलब आप कैसे कैसे बात करते हो इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ये चीज़ आपको तब तक सीख नहीं सकते जब तक आप करके नहीं देखते उसको प्रैक्टिकलिटी में क्योंकि इवन दो यू वुड वांट कि आप उनको बता दो अच्छा ये ऐसे होगा बट मे बी वो सामने से ऐसा ना सुनना चाहते हो मे बी दे वांट अ लेंथियर आंसर और अ शॉर्टर आंसर तो दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू गेट जब आप किसी से बात करते हो किसी से समझते हो कि उनको एक्चुअली में प्रैक्टिकल आंसर चाहिए भी या फिर उनको बस स्टेटस चाहिए कि हाँ हो जाएगा तो दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू लर्न आफ्टर यू हैव वर्कड फॉर सम टाइम एंड यू आल्सो लर्न कि सामने से लोगों को आप पढ़ कैसे सकते हो हाउ डू दे रियली वांट यू टू आंसर मे बी something I learned.
I think for me it was dealing with the real world problems. During my education, it was pretty much a script which I thought I have to follow, but things doesn't work like that. How Mansi told, I would like to explain it with example. It was very initial days. We were working in a startup, and something went bad. I mean, the whole server got off, and things were not working. It was like 11 a.m. 11 p.m. in the night, and उस टाइम पे बाय द बुक्स नहीं जा सकते आप उस टाइम पे आपको यू जस्ट हैव टू फिगर आउट द सॉल्यूशन यू हैव टू बी काम बी पेशेंट आई थिंक बीइंग स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट वो सब चीजें ना आपको
देसी जुगाड़
डेवलप होती हैं हाँ मतलब आप जुगाड़ कह लो बट एक्चुअली यू आर डूइंग अ टेक्निकल सॉल्यूशन राइट यू आर डूइंग समथिंग राइट
the optimal solution at the right point.
yes and with very short amount of time तो वो चीज वो प्रेशर हैंडलिंग जो होती है यू लर्न यू नो आउटसाइड द यूनिवर्सिटी
I think mostly on the feet thinking कि कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है.
I want you to give any real life example in your example that that explains you learned that outside the classroom.
I think one thing that I learned outside the classroom was professionally because I used to deal with a lot of clients, so I was making the applications for them. So they come up with very weird requests for a lot of things. So one thing I think you learn is how to say no. You have to say no to a lot of things because you can't do everything that they want.
But to be honest, I am not able to connect the dots here. So that is your professional life after outside the classroom. Obviously this is something which everybody learns. So I wanted to have some explanation or some example from you guys that there has to be something like which is outside the classroom but not in your professional area.
I think one thing that we have is, but I think वो भी नहीं होगा because we meet a lot of different personalities.
and मैं कट करता हूँ
कर
सो कॉलेज में हमें सिखाया जाता है कि जो भी हम कोर्स कर रहे हैं उसमें कैसे होगा फॉर एग्जांपल वी वर इनटू डेवलपमेंट तो हमें बताया था कि बेसिक कोडिंग प्रैक्टिसेस सॉफ्टवेयर लाइफ साइकिल ये चीज पहले रिक्वायरमेंट लेगा कोई इट विल बी इनटू अस इन सम फॉर्मेट और फिर हम उसको कोड करेंगे स्टोरी होगी बट जब हम इंडस्ट्री में गए तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कोई स्टोरी नहीं होगी अभी रिक्वायरमेंट आई है कल बना के देना है तो तब आपकी वो वहाँ की नॉलेज काम नहीं आती देन यू हैव टू थिंक इट ऑन लाइक रियल टाइम सिनेरियो पे सोचना पड़ता है कि ये कैसे होगा कैसे करना है एंड यू हैव टू मैनेज योर टाइम यू हैव टू डिवाइड योर टास्क व्हाइल यू नो आपको शायद यू हैव टू वर्क ओवर टाइम ये सब चीजें मतलब थिंग्स आर नॉट गुड हैप्पी केस हर बार नहीं होता so that is one thing which I learned outside of my college.
Fair enough.
I think another thing is कि you have to push yourself to always learn new things क्योंकि हमारे पास ऑफिस कॉलेज में या फिर स्कूल में कोई ना कोई होता है कि अब ये पढ़ लो अब ये पढ़ लो बट जब आप बाहर आते हो तो you have to like keep up with the practical things तो अपने आप को खुद पुश करना कि okay this is something that is coming now तो I should read up on this on my own क्योंकि हो सकता है ये अभी नहीं तो 1-2 महीने बाद कोई मतलब कहीं पे practically use हो जाए so that is something you have to do on your own कि you have to pick up the books कभी-कभी खुद ही
understood fair enough. Okay, this question is exclusively for Kushan, did you find any difficulty to getting your loan processed through Brainerrs?
No, I didn't find any difficulty. Like it was very easy for me to get the loan from Brainerrs
Okay.
because initially
Mhm.
I obviously went with my own research. I went with a lot of different banks to get the loan. I went with ICICI, HDFC. I went to all of them. And one thing I found from them was they need some security to get the loan. And since the amount that that I took, wasn't so much, I think
Okay.
that would require some security
Yeah.
because I've seen people getting unsecured loans like for much more than this.
Exactly.
So I think that is one thing that I found that Brainerrs helped me with. I got it very easily. I had no trouble getting it from Brainerrs,
Mhm.
and I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you are satisfied, right?
yeah, very
Okay,
satisfied.
So this question is for Mansi. Mansi, you were like, you attend the classes, online classes for IELTS, right?
Mhm.
And it was on our platform,
Mhm.
Brainerrs platform. You took those classes. Did you find any difficulty, and what was your IELTS score?
So my final IELTS score was a 7.5,
Mhm.
and the classes that I took were amazing, very easy to follow, very easy to pick up. Even if I'm not able to attend the class, I was able to view the recordings and
Okay.
just keep up with the class, whatever was happening. And the teachers and the format that was available, the textbooks that we had were easy to follow, and I think it didn't even take much time for me to complete my full preparation, and it
Okay.
was a really good experience.
Okay, you seriously secured very good bands in IELTS,
Mhm.
and it was no less than 6.5,
Yeah.
I guess, right?
Yes.
Okay, so did you get all the materials for to prepare on your?
Yes, everything was available. I was able to take mocks as well
Okay.
and do practice tests too with
So
time.
what was your score in mocks?
I think it was pretty similar to the final score. The
Acha.
mocks was also very similar.
Okay. Thank you
So I was well prepared of what was going to happen on the actual day as well.
Okay. So our
preparation
preparation team is going to be very happy after your satisfaction.
Yeah.
Right? So this question is for you, Parikshit. You gave your GRE, right, and I think you secured very good marks in it. So what was your preparation pattern, and how exactly did you achieve that score?
So, first of all, when I came across you, you guided me the right set of books and right set of guides. It helped me secure. I secured 90 percentile in my GRE,
Okay, very good.
and initially I was very skeptical about how things will go. I was pretty much scared at like when I was starting things. But once I was into it, I started giving mocks. One mock, initial first couple of mocks were, I was scoring okay, I would say. But then I got to learn about the pattern of how the exams is, what direction I need to study, um, how much the. So I feel it is more important to know the right way to study. See, anyone can give you books, anyone can tell you things, but the right teachers will tell you the right pattern to study, the right format. And eventually I started scoring good in my the mocks. And when the final day came, I was not anxious, I was very confident. I gave my GRE very smoothly, and I got my result. I was like, it was like a victory to me when I
That's great. It's so inspiring. So this is the time to start our rapid fire. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One word to describe about your feeling.
excited.
Nervous.
Anxious.
What was the toughest part of this process for you?
Deciding a university.
SOP.
Evidence letter तो मेरा उसमें issue आया था.
What are you most looking forward to Ireland?
I think the weather.
The
Okay.
scenic.
Yeah,
Scenic?
the greenery, the rivers.
Okay.
Mm.
So what was your biggest cheerleader during this journey?
I think my father and mother.
Your dad.
My
Okay.
family, yeah.
Yeah, my family.
So if you had to describe Brainerrs in just one word,
Super.
Always there.
Excellent.
one skill you think will help you the most during your studies.
Time management.
Multitasking. I think.
Multitasking, right?
You said time management.
Mm.
Okay. A piece of advice for future students.
Just go for it.
Yeah. Go for it.
One step at a time.
One thing you will pack for Ireland.
PlayStation.
Raincoat.
Raincoat. Okay.
My PC,
Good.
gaming PC.
So one Indian comfort food you will miss in Ireland.
Almost every Delhi street food, I think.
Golgappe.
गोलगप्पे.
Rajma chawal.
Oh,
मैं तो
वो तो मिल जाएंगे.
वो तो बना भी सकते हैं चलो.
वहाँ पे Indian restaurants they serve it very tasty.
Mostly I think Delhi
Momos,
style
Especially in Dublin.
momos or Delhi
Momos,
style
momos,
shawarma.
Delhi
Okay,
style
next
shawarma,
question.
right.
If you had to choose Dublin rain or Dublin heat?
Rain, Dublin rain.
Dublin rain.
Rain.
Okay. Already homework कर चुके हो. Who's the first person you will call after landing?
My mom.
Mom.
Yeah, family. And then you, probably.
हाँ.
Thank you.
First mom, then you.
माँ तो माँ ही होती है.
Yeah.
Okay. If your study abroad journey were a movie, what would be the title of this movie?
Expect the unexpected.
Ah.
What did you say?
Expect the unexpected. कुछ भी हो सकता है.
ये भी. Mansi?
कभी खुशी कभी गम.
Kushan?
हेरा फेरी. Maybe. मेरा तो ऐसी रेटिंग थोड़ी सी काफी confusing.
Okay. One guilt pleasure that you'll take with you.
I think मैं तो बोल ही चुका हूँ PC लेके जा रहा हूँ वही guilt pleasure है मेरा. Gaming.
PlayStation.
I think Maggie का packet.
Okay. So, who do you think will adjust faster in Ireland, you or Parikshit? Mansi, this question is for you.
Oh, I think I will adjust faster.
Why?
I think मैं थोड़ा adapt better कर लूँगी.
Okay.
Adaptive nature की है वो. She's. And what about you, Kushan?
I think Parikshit कर लेगा because he has been to so many places. different
That's
places.
true.
Consistency रहना उसको.
Help कर देना.
One Irish thing you are most excited to try.
Guinness
Irish
beer.
whiskey का नाम मतलब.
Guinness beer.
नहीं कुछ और.
हाँ कुछ family.
Fish and chip.
Fish and chip. Okay. Okay, we are done with our rapid fire. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It's been pleasure to have you guys here in my podcast, in Brainerrs Overseas Podcast. We wish you all the very best for your journey ahead.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.